Yo, 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 what is up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another episode of the Grown and Nerdy Pod. Oh, wait. I got one. Hey, we out here at the Grown and Nerdy What? We out here at the Grown and Nerdy Podcast. That was called The Rapper with Asthma. I thought that was fantastic. But guys, today is the day. I'm so excited because I'm finally about to tell you this story about this Batman bear. You are looking at my Batman bear right now. I'm very excited because this bat bear is probably the pride and joy of all of my nerd life. I've already stated once that I worked at Ride Makers. It came to a point once every year because we're brother and sister stores. Build-A-Bear would give the Ride Maker employees a 50% off discount to go shop at Build-A-Bear just for one day. Now, if you know anything about Build-A-Bear, you know one bear alone is going to cost you an entire month of rent. Like, these Build-A-Bears are not cheap. Like, you look at them, you're like, oh, that's cute. Give me the brown bear. That's an adorable one. Shing, shing. All right, that's going to be $50.49. And you're like, no, oh, you know what? Give me the fish. Give me the little baby fish right there. And they go, shing, shing. Also, that's my cash register swipe card sound. Shing, shing. I don't know why it sounds like I'm also slashing a samurai sword, but just know when you hear shing, shing, I'm swiping a credit card through the machine. Honestly, it shouldn't be that because you put the chip in the now, so it's more like that's me putting the chip into the machine. You like, give me the little fishy, and then they go, and then they're like, all right, cool, that's gonna be $49.99. And you're like, is this whole store expensive? And they're like, what? It's not about expenses, it's about love. That's how expensive Build-A-Bear is. Technically speaking, I at that point was like, oh, there's no bear that I would want to get. So, like, why would I do this? It's a great deal, but if there's no bear for me, then I don't need to get a bear. Also, at the time, I was single. So, it's like, I don't need to buy a bear for nobody. I ain't got no sisters. Ain't nobody to get a bear for, right? One day, and this is like a week before I knew the sale was coming, okay? Build-A-Bear had a Batman Build-A-Bear in the window. Like, it was in there. It was almost like I was walking out of work one day and one of the employees heard me in my thoughts say, man, if they had a Batman Build-A-Bear, I'd buy one. And then lo and behold, the next morning, who was in the window? None other than Bat Bear. That's how Batman Bear would talk. Roar. Because you know bears roar. So, grrr. That's how I just messed my throat up doing that. I need water now. I'm not going to drink it. I'm going to keep doing this whole podcast with COVID throat, but it's fine. But that hurt my throat just now. I saw the bear in the window, and I was like, oh my gosh, they really about to make me go to Build-A-Bear to buy this Batman bear. Okay, let me just sit Batman Bear here for the rest of the show. He's just gonna sit right here. I'm going to hold him up because if I let him go, he's going to fall back because he ain't got no spine. He's spineless. I don't really know where the joke was when I said that, but it made me laugh. So hopefully it made you laugh. If it didn't, it's because you don't get it. That was a good joke. So if you hate it, that's because you're a hater, obviously. It comes to the day and I decide, right? I'm working all day and I'm sitting here the whole 6 to 8 hours. I don't remember how long I was working. We're going to say the whole 6 to 8 hours of working. I was sitting there each time I was done helping a guest. It would be me just contemplating for 5 minutes. Am I really about to walk into Build-A-Bear to build a bear for myself? I'm not about to do that. Am I about to do that? Every 10 minutes. Am I really about to go to Build-A-Bear? Oh, hi, welcome to Ride Makers. Yeah. Oh, go right this way. Awesome. Thank you so much. Am I really about to build a... Oh, hey. Yeah, you want to know where the bathroom is? It's going to be right around the corner, right next to the Wetzel Pretzel. Awesome. Okay. Am I really about to build a Batman Build-A-Bear? It's the end of the day, and it's time to clock out. My happy self walked by Build-A-Bear. Me, Jordan, a grown man, is about to walk into Build-A-Bear by himself to Build-A-Bear. If I'm going to do this, I need an alibi. So I told myself when I walk in there, I told myself if I walk in there and they go, oh, are you building a bear for someone? I was going to say, yes, my aunt, my aunt has a new baby, and I'm gonna give the bear to the baby. Like as soon as my both feet went through the opening, like once it went through the door frame, I immediately got nervous and embarrassed because for whatever reason, on this one particular day, it was a busy day at Build-A-Bear. And it's not so much that it was packed, it was more so the fact that I was the only grown man in Build-A-Bear without no children, or no wife, or no woman present. Every man in Build-A-Bear had his arms crossed, sitting in the corner, or like he was being dragged along on an experience he didn't want to be a part of. It felt like God was working miracles on me, because this is what happened. I walked into Build-A-Bear, and this time, for whatever reason, the Batman Build-A-Bear was not in the window seal, wherever it was where you can see him on display outside. He wasn't out there. So I walked in, had my alibi ready. This is for my aunt's new baby. And I was like, hey, sir, here's a question. Do you have, like, I don't see it in the window. Do you guys have the Batman Build-A-Bear? Do you guys have the Batman bear? And he was like, oh, sure, let me check. My stupid self, as soon as he said, oh, sure, let me check, I don't know why I got so nervous, but I yelled out, yeah, it's for my daughter. I freaked out. I aborted my own alibi and said, it's for my daughter. I might have been grown when I bought it, but I wasn't that old. I was probably 21, 22 at the time. It's for my daughter. Well, look it now. Okay. Well, yep. And I stuck with it. He turned around. He went, okay, awesome. Yeah, let me check real quick. There was no Batman bear on the floor at all. So now I'm trying to, like, you know what? Let me just get out of here real quick. I've already messed up my alibi of saying it's my aunt's baby. I just now messed around and said it's for my daughter. I ain't got no kids. So I'm sitting here, like, once he said, no, we don't have it on the floor, I sat there and went, you know what? I'm going to just go. Like, that's what I had in my mind ready to say. But these Build-A-Bear people, they're some of the sweetest, nicest people. He was like, no, well, yeah, we don't have it on the floor. Let me check in the back for you. And when he said, let me check in the back for you, I was already fixing my mouth to say, it's okay, no problem, so I could leave. Now I'm sitting in Build-A-Bear, in the front, watching people build bears. I'm in the front of the store looking like a creep. Like I'm spying on people's children right now while I'm waiting on this man to go to the back to see if he has a Build-A-Bear for me, another man, a grown man. I'm looking at people. It literally looks like I drove a white van to Build-A-Bear to see whose kid I could kidnap. It was so creepy, and I didn't know how to not look creepy because I was awkward. I was sweating. I looked like I was ready to go to jail because I was so nervous. I just looked suspicious. So I'm sitting there nervous, thinking to myself, should I just leave now before somebody like assumes I'm here for the worst reasons? Or do I stay to see if he has a Build-A-Bear? Before I could make a decision, this man came out from the back holding a little bear in his hand. And he said, this is the miracle of God. Watch this. He said, this was the very last bear that was a Batman bear that we had in the back. It was like it was calling your name. When he said it, my stupid self said, no, it's for my aunt's baby, so it's not for me. I switched it back. He was like, because in my mind, it felt like he was like, no, I know you want it. And it was me being like, no, I didn't want it. It was for my aunt's baby. So I completely forgot I said it was for my daughter. So now my daughter is my aunt's baby. So now I'm sleeping with my family. I don't know what this man is thinking at this point. But what I do know is I messed myself all the way up. I'm sweating, standing in front of the Build-A-Bear looking like a creep, trying to figure out, should I even build this bear? But when he said we had one left and it was like it was calling your name, even though I messed up my alibi, I was so excited to start this Build-A-Bear journey with me and my newfound family member. He's not a friend. This bear is family. He's part of the bad family. I'm killing it with these jokes right now. I'm sure you're dying laughing at this moment because my jokes are like hilarious. Hashtag hilar. That's short for hilarious. Okay, that got awkward. This is really when the awkward stuff really starts to kick in for the bat. Okay, my hand's hurting. I'm about to put Bat Bear down. You're going to have to take a nap. Take a bat nap. Okay, that's how I talk to him. He'd be like, what's up, Jordan? I'm like, hey, Bat Bear, are you about to hibernate? That's how we talk. So that's how me and Bat Bear commune with each other. You can't just build a bear, first of all, at Build-A-Bear. You can't just be like, give me the bear, let me stuff it, let me go around and all that. No, there's a whole process to this. I had to start off with the stuffing of the bear, okay? So you stuff it. And again, there's a packed store. So I'm a grown man in line by himself, right? I'm sitting there, and when it's my turn, I have all these kids behind me, and the guy goes, is this your bear? And I'm like, it's for my sister's aunt's baby. I don't remember what I said. I just know it was one of the two choices of what I've already pigeonholed myself into saying. So he starts stuffing the bear, and this is where it got awkward for me. He said, okay, see if this feels good enough for you. I grab the bear, and as manly as possible, I try to hold that bear at full arm's length away and squeeze the bear. And this man said, no. Put it close to your heart so you can feel the love from the bear and squeeze it and see if it's fully stuffed. And I put that bear to my chest. And when I squeezed it, dude, I felt so beautiful. It was the most lovely feeling ever. But I had to be honest with the man, because even though it felt great, I personally didn't think it was stuffed up properly. So I handed him the bear back. And I was so nervous. I just said out loud in the middle of the Build-A-Bear, nah, my daughter gonna want a bigger bear. I think she need more stuffing. That's what I said. Because I didn't want nobody else thinking that was for me. I was stupid. You have no idea how nervous. I mean, you might know how nervous I was now because I'm saying it. But, bruh, just to see all these children behind me and these parents sitting there like, ugh. Like the dads especially looking like, we're just here for the kids. I don't really want to be here. So me, I had to play it off like, it's for my daughter. So no, put a little bit more stuffing in it for her. Knowing I just wanted more stuffing on the bear. Then it comes to the part where you have to put the heart in the bear. And I don't remember the whole speech, but he's like, now we need to make sure the bear has a heart because all living things have a heart. Something like that. He says something cheesy like that. And you get two choices. You choose between the solid red heart, or you choose between the solid red heart or the striped heart. And in my mind, I was like, oh, give me the striped heart because my bear is going to be different from all the other bears. That was the thought. That was the thought that was in my mind. What I said out loud was, my baby likes stripes, so put the stripes in there. That's what I said. And then I'm thinking he's just going to put the heart in there. He proceeded to say the most beautiful, for like a family experience, it was one of the most beautiful things ever. For a full-grown man in Build-A-Bear by himself, it made me more nervous. This man said, okay, before we put the heart in there, okay, take the heart, okay, what you're going to do, you're going to rub it on your muscles so your bear can be strong as you. So I took the heart, I rubbed it on my muscle, and I was just looking like, this is stupid. That was the look on my face the whole time. But in my heart of hearts, I was loving every second of it. He said, put it on your muscle so the bear could be strong as you. Then he said, rub it on your head so it's as smart and very knowledgeable, just like you. And then he said, rub it on your heart so you could be connected to it and it could feel your love. And then seal it with a kiss or something like that. And then stuff it in the bear as far as you can go. Loved every second of it, but it was the most awkward thing to ever do. I'm looking back, some of the moms are giggling because I'm like, for my daughter. Like it was, bro, when I rubbed it on my heart, I felt the warmth of that little warm heart. And when I stuffed it in the bear, I tried to put that heart as deep as possible so that bear could feel my love deep within its soul. So, this is, even as I'm saying this now, this is stuff I shouldn't be admitting as a grown man. But you know what? I'm grown and nerdy. And guess what? I'm confident. I got a woman. She's real. Hopefully this is encouraging somebody out there to be who you are, okay? If you want the bear, get the bear. Did you know at Build-A-Bear, there's a station where you can give your bear a bath? That's what they called it. He said, do you want to give your bear a bath? And the reason why that was, so here, okay, let me backtrack and explain the situation to you. So giving your bear a bath is basically their way of like, if you feel like there's any extra like loose cotton on it or anything, it's a little airbrushing. You can just brush the bear off so that way you can smooth it out. I think you could brush the hair. You can do a lot of stuff, but they call it giving the bear a bath. That was such a weird thing to want to do as a grown man. And the second weird thing is why it was optional is I chose to give my bear a bath because I said, I mean, if I'm going to be here, my bear needs the full experience. So I'll walk over to that station. And when I tell you, I had a jacket on because it was cold. I covered that whole station up so nobody can watch me give the bear a bath. It was the most awkward, but also kind of fun. I felt like I was playing house. Like I ain't played house in so long. So giving the bear a bath, I was like, I was joking around with myself. This goes to show you I should have technically been single forever, okay? Because what I'm about to say right now should never be said. But you know what? I got a woman now. There's no turning back. I'm safe and secure at this point. When I was giving the bear a bath, I was playing around with just trying to make the whole situation funny for me because I was so awkward that at a certain point, I, I finished the initial airbrushing of the bear for the bath, and I whispered it because I didn't want to say it out loud. I was like, do you like hot or cold water?" I was trying to make it a fun experience. Do you like your water hot or cold? That's what I said to the bear. Hot or cold, maybe even warm. So I'm cracking up at myself, realizing I'm going to jail as soon as I'm done with this experience because somebody's gonna call the cops already. Because why am I in here by myself building a bear? Nobody knows. I give the bear a bath, okay? Give this bear a bath. It was a luscious bath, okay? I tried. If I had a bath bomb, I would have threw it in there, okay? So I give the bear a bath, and after that comes the part of dressing the bear. So when I got the bat bear, it was basically just, it's a gray bear, a little gray and black kind of like, oh sorry, not black. It's like a light and dark gray bear overall, okay? And it's just naked. It just has bat symbols all over its body, okay? So this bear has a full bat outfit on. So it's a full-fledged outfit. It was an interesting thing because I literally had to go to the cashier guy and be like, "Hey, do you got a size 3 for bears?" I don't really know the size of the Batman bear, but what I do know is my bear is thick, okay? That was disgusting. I'm going to take that back. I do apologize about that. What I knew was my bear was muscular, so he needs a bigger costume. So I was trying to figure out, and the cool thing about it is this is a onesie. So I found a onesie. I was like, "You got the Batman outfit for the bear?" This man took me to the section, and I found a onesie suit. And trying to put this outfit on a bear, once again, grown man in public at a Build-A-Bear that was crowded with a bunch of kids and everything, was so weird because it was me trying to put his little paws through the outfit and make sure it fit and try to sit it on him right. And I put the bear up on the little seat like it was his first day of school, trying to check to see he had the right outfit on. I'm like, okay, yeah, that looked good. Maybe if you fix the collar a little bit. Like I felt so crazy, man. And then the best part was I almost teared up when I put the mask on him because I was like, "Now Bat Bear is completed." We get to the front and he goes, "Do you want to name your bear?" And I was like, "Well, my daughter's auntie's baby's bear, whoever it is. I think if they were to name the bear, they would probably name him Bruce Bear or Bat Bear." And then the guy was like, "Oh, Bat Bear sounds great." And in my mind, I was like, "It does, doesn't it?" But out loud, I was like, I mean, I guess it's cool because I still had to maintain my dominance as a man who really wasn't in here for a bear by himself, even though I was 100% in there for a bear by myself. When I showed them, "Hey, I work at Ride Makers," the lady at the cash register said, "Oh, yeah, so you're going to get the discount. Yeah, I'm going to get my car. I'm so excited to get the car. But also, if you didn't know, you can get 2 discounts because at the moment, it's 50% off. But also, you came in on a great day because it's also buy one, get one free day." So I bought a second bear that day. Nobody knows this other than my family because I didn't buy the bear for myself. I bought it for my mom and dad because they were Marines. So I bought a Marine bear. It was a camouflage bear. I put him in a full Marine outfit in the dress blues. So that was the worst part about it, is I had to go through that whole process again of building a bear. It wasn't a good time for me publicly, but on my heart, it was probably one of the best moments, probably the most magical moment of my entire life, was building. When I gave the bear a bath, once again, that was just a whole thing. I was like, "Do you like cold or hot water?" That was so weird. But I didn't say it out loud. I whispered it, so only me and the bear knew what we were talking about. Since then, this bear is going to be with me forever. So yeah, that was my Batman Build-A-Bear story. I promise you, I have not been back to Build-A-Bear since. But I will when I have children. And I'm not even going to buy them a bear. I'm going to buy it for myself. Because Bat Bear needs a wife. I'm going to buy a cat and call it Catwoman Bear. Okay, that's a lot. Like it, rate it how you feel. Hopefully in your heart you feel it's a 5-star. If you don't feel it's a 5-star, that's probably because you're not 5-star. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? That was a soliloquy. That was not really. I learned that word recently and I wanted to use it in a sentence. I don't think I used it correctly. Soliloquy. The roses are red. The sky is blue. Gray is free. Soliloquy. I could do that. And I will catch you next week. Peace.